release me, and they kept on saying, he said, well, you know what? He's been bonded out, why didn't you release him? And you kept on going on and delaying it. That detention officer says when he's done, he's going to talk to you, and he's going to talk to that female back there who's talking shit. Now, when your own detective officers have a problem, then there's a real fucking issue. So this is you, Ren. I look forward to looking your shit up.
Get the fuck out of here.
Did you want to identify yourself for my talk?
No, fuck you.
Okay, did anybody else want to identify themselves?
No, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. No one wants to fucking talk to you. No one wants to talk to you. No one wants to talk to you. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
And I'm going to tell you right now, everybody who goes out that gate today is going to get fucking filthy tonight. Every last one of them.
What's with the wrong one? Clowns.
I appreciate you.
Alright, so what happened?
So anyway, it all started with, I got a call that there was a 415 man with a knife, an agitated man with a knife. Police responding code 3. Code 3 means lights and sirens, get there as quickly as possible. And you get there, guns out, all that. I got there after the fact. I pull up on a scooter. As soon as I pull up, I recognize the guy. I saw his knife on the ground. He had a black pole. I recognized him from earlier in the day. Earlier in the day, around like 7:30, I saw him having a scuffle with somebody over like Chick-fil-A over on McCadden Sunset. And then he ran off. I didn't know what that was about. I was coming back over there around, I guess it might have been like 9 o'clock this morning, maybe 10 o'clock. I go over there, I'm about to get on a scooter, I hear things crashing. I look in the street, and there's a guy, he's throwing furniture in the street, and then the cars are going by, and he's throwing bottles, smashing. So I go over there and confront him, tell him, get the hell out of here, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm homeless or whatever. I'm like, I don't care if you're homeless, you don't smash things against people's cars like that. He goes to his tent, he comes out with the pole and a knife. He walked toward me, I walked toward him, we both stopped. I realized he wasn't gonna do anything. He was talking shit, I was talking shit. I left. I go home, work for an hour, head over here to come over here and film these assholes without their masks on. Go over to CD14 right next door, film the cops going in there. I walk over to Body Energy Club to get breakfast, a smoothie. I head home, and again, when I head home, I get that call, I show up at that scene.
The property. The one that I was thinking.
I appreciate you, man.
Alright.
This is an asshole. He has problems with the cops in there too.
You get that.
Would I get that? Nah, that's weed. Damn sure gonna smoke in a minute. But anyway, like I said, I had an early confrontation with him. Hours later, I pull up at that scene. I'm starting to film. I hear them whispering. Nelson and another cop walk over to me, put my hands behind my back. I'm like, why? He said, well, he said you threatened him earlier this morning. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you threatened him, and he wants to file. We have to take this or whatever. Handcuff me. As they handcuff me, they take him out of handcuffs. This is a guy who had the fucking knife on the scene right there on the ground. The pole is right there. They came here for him with their guns pulled. They put me in handcuffs, take the cuffs off him. And I'm like, this guy fucking pulled a knife on me and stuff. And you're charging me? Yeah. Then they transport me, let him go. They said, well, the detectives, they brought 2 detectives to the scene. 2 detectives to the scene for this. Lock me up. And then listen, I have seen people steal cars and walk out 2 hours later with no bond. I see people who have parole violations and get a $1 bond. For this bullshit, they jacked up to a $50,000 bail. It doesn't happen in LA right now. It doesn't ever happen. Really, you could go out here and just start that car on fire, and they'd probably give you a $1,000 bond. But for this horseshit, $50,000 bond. I appreciate y'all for that. But yeah, listen, this is all about retribution. Like I said, that detention officer right there, he had problems with the way the cops were treating me in there. He thought it was bullshit. And they said, I'm gonna have a talk with them when they're done. And the female officer talking about, oh, like he could wait, talking a bunch of shit. He's like, I have a problem with her too. They were trying not to release me. They kept on stalling and stalling and stalling. So yeah, I mean, this is bullshit. This is what happens. This was like being a cop officer. And of course, none of them have masks on in the back.